Hey, how is everybody doing? As you see, I'm in the top left of your screen because we have some Kirk Cousins really positive film. I wanted to get some positivity out there on Kirk because we have there's a ton of people in the media right now who just clearly don't watch the Minnesota Vikings full games and are somehow saying this is, Kirk Cousins lost in Cincinnati. I just can't really wrap my mind around that. He played phenomenal. He was very good when the Vikings weren't giving him 3rd and 13s, 3rd and 24s. And I want to preface this before we get into the film. I get he has his bad moments. I get he takes bad sacks. And he can sometimes drive us crazy with he'll check down when he has somebody open, or he won't give enough chances to the receivers. But he also shined in big moments on the road in a pretty hostile environment with nothing going right for him. So on the first clip, this is just a classic bootleg. The Vikings are running a 3 wide receiver, 2 running back set with C.J. Hammond, Dalvin Cook. It's just a simple play action, Kirk bootlegging. He's got a guy right in his face right here. You see Jefferson right under me running a sort of crossing over route. Kirk just sets his feet, puts it on him right away, right in stride, and it's able to come up with a huge first down. This actually led to the Vikings' first touchdown drive where Kirk had a great throw to Adam Thielen. Now, we're already going to hop into the fourth quarter. This was the problem with the game. Here we're in 2nd and 3. A lot of quarterbacks, this is very manageable for them. And especially for Kirk Cousins, this is where he excels. He does like all quarterbacks, he excels when he's ahead of the chains. And on the 3 Vikings drives that they were ahead of the chains, they got touchdowns. When they were consistently ahead of the chains, they got touchdowns. Kirk was able to finish. He was able to really do a good job of reading the safety, number 30 in this game, who is a stud, that Bates guy from Cincinnati. He was able to read him a ton this weekend. It's kind of covered up here, but it's KJ Osborne and Justin Jefferson. They are running this kind of break route. You see KJ kind of at the hash mark near the yellow line and Jefferson right to his left. KJ is going to bring the safety up. Cousins, you look at the pocket right now. He's able to step up. He knows Jefferson's running kind of a deep comeback slant type of route thing. Clean pocket from the offensive line, and he's able to have the confidence, stay in there, set his feet, and it's still kind of right in his face. This is still not the most clean pocket, but it's good enough for him. Step up. He's got a ton of mustard on the football. Hit Jefferson in the chest. We all know if you give Jefferson the ball, he's going to go make a play, which is what I like to see from Kirk. And this is just a prime example of if you are going to give Kirk Cousins some time. If we just look at the pocket here in the drop back, he drops back. Look at right now, he has Madison on a check down to get the first down. No doubt he could throw that to his outside shoulder, and he could honestly maybe get up to the 35 and had a big play. But Cousins was looking for the touchdown on this. He was trying to get the ball to 18, his best receiver, which I love. Looks off the check down, steps up, throws a rocket because I knew KJ was going to hold the safety for a little bit. That's just good Kirk Cousins. That's prime Kirk Cousins. That is everything he does well as a pocket passer. And here's another one, 2nd and 20. I really like this play, honestly, because it's a 2nd and 20, and he just throws an absolute missile on this. Low balling the receiver. There are certain throws in the NFL that I think get underappreciated. You know, everybody, you want the sidearm, you want the bomb over the top, but this is a really kind of tough throw to make. Vikings, decent protection on this, a clean pocket. This is when he's able to step up and look at his formation right now, throwing off the front foot. He's got great form. Sees these 2 receivers. I think that's Thielen and Conklin are covered. Or I think it's Thielen, it's somebody else. Throws him a dot low at the knees. That's a perfect ball with the DB right on top of his receiver. Throw it low for him where he can just kind of fall on top of it. That's another example of Kirk just kind of being a veteran leader, and that was good Kirk this weekend. So here's his 2nd and 3 play. This is the 2-minute drive. This is where I thought Kirk was fantastic. This is when you get the ball back at your 5-yard line. You need to go get 3 points. You have a minute 30, no timeouts on the road in a game you're not supposed to win at all. Okay, watch this. This is just great by him. Look at the Bengals right now. Easiest check down in the world. Get the first down, whatever. That's not what he's looking for. He's got the 2 seam routes running right here. I think that's KJ and Conklin, 83, and Conklin's the one he's going to hit. Again, decent pocket. He gets somebody blown up in his face because Garrett Bradbury looks like a college center out there. Again, blown up in his face, gets hit on the point of release. Still has Dalvin Cook could go get 5 yards after the catch right here. It'll be a pretty positive game. Steps up in the pocket, splits the seam right here of the two Bengals defenders, drills Tyler Conklin in stride. I mean, that's money. That was just Kirk being really good Kirk on Sunday again. Now, here's a two-play sequence he had on 3rd and 10, minute left, no timeouts. So with that big chunk play, they were able to kind of take some risks. They threw away the first 2 plays. 3rd and 10. He knows this is four down territory. He doesn't want to be in 4th and 10 because that makes it damn near impossible. Watch what Kirk does right here. I thought it was pretty smooth. Steps up in the pocket, just gives him a little more room. Hits KJ in stride. I thought KJ tried to get too cute right there. I thought he could have ran out of bounds. Maybe made this a 4th and 2 maybe, or maybe even got the first. Tries to cut it back up. Stays in bounds, which is not what he was supposed to do at all. KJ had a big game. Not really trying to get him on too much, but this is it right here. 4th and 4 on the road. Game on the line. Get up to the line, and you're snapping this football. It's pretty obvious what you have, like what your options are. It's either out routes, slants, or whatever. Get to the sticks and turn around. KJ Osborne beats his man on the slant, and Kirk just throws him a dot at his knees right now. Leads him to get the first down. Hell of a catch by KJ right here. Hell of a throw by Kirk, but that's the next level of Kirk Cousins. That's what I like to see. Here's the game-winning field goal play. Again, 1st and 10, 19 seconds left. He's got to get this to him. Throws it a little inside to Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen makes a great play. I would have liked this on the outside shoulder, but here it is. Kirk Cousins stepping up in the pocket. Give him a clean pocket. He can make a play happen. Steps up, throws it to him. I would have preferred it on the outside. Maybe you would have saved a couple seconds to make it easier field goal. Anyways, that was Kirk. He was beautiful on that game-winning drive. That's the thing about Kirk Cousins. There's the good, and then there's the bad. I feel like too much we are constantly harping on his bad side. But if I'm being honest, there's not a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL with the amount of shit that went wrong against the Bengals for the Vikings. He had them in a position to win in overtime if Dalvin Cook doesn't fumble. He threw a great ball to Jefferson in overtime that we didn't even get to. Listen, I just think Kirk Cousins, I think he's good. He's just good. He's in that 10 to 14th best quarterback in the NFL range. He's good enough to win games. I think the Vikings need to start looking at other problems besides him. Because you have a competent quarterback, this is a chance for you to assess the rest of your roster. Stop throwing the Rashad Hills out there. Stop putting up with mediocrity on the offense. Because honestly, your quarterback, 7th best quarterback in the league according to PFF last week. He played great. He was the highest rated Vikings player, and he almost had them get a win in a game they should not even been close to coming out with a victory in. If you have 10 offensive penalties in the first half, that's pathetic. That's terrible. Kirk, let him in there. Almost had him get a victory. Let me know what you guys think down below.